Hi, my name is Jade. I'm 26 and I have schizoaffective disorder, borderline personality disorder, PTSD, and ADD. I'm making this video to talk about my mental illness. So it's mainly schizoaffective disorder. A little bit about me. My dad's father was schizophrenic. My dad is a freaking Looney Tune. Mom's side, not so much mental illness, maybe a little depression. I have possibly hallucinated and heard things and seen things since I was like 5 because my mom always said the house was haunted. I used to be chasing my sister with knives when I was like a toddler. I didn't get diagnosed with anything until I was 13, and they diagnosed me as bipolar, and I didn't get the diagnosis of schizoaffective disorder until I was 25. And it's just really freaking horrible. I hate it. I just wish that I was like freaking normal, whatever the hell normal is. I hallucinate. I hear things, I feel things, I smell things, I see things. The things I hallucinate are fucking horrible. I see demons, I see the devil, I see aliens, I see shadow people. That's the type of things that I see and hear and feel. I sometimes I'm scared to go outside at night because I'm scared that aliens are going to get me. I've been on several medications and like hardly any of them have ever helped. None of the newer antipsychotics help. I had to go on an older one, a first generation one, called Trilithon, and it's helped for the most part. I mean, I still hallucinate, but it's not like scary shit. I mean, like, I'll be outside at like 2 o'clock in the morning and I'll hear like birds freaking chirping and singing and stuff, and it's always like the same song, but there ain't no birds outside at 2 o'clock in the morning. And but it don't bother me because it's not scary. And then I'll have smell hallucinations to where I'll smell feces, like it just boom, like out of nowhere, and there ain't nothing like that around. I'll be in the kitchen and freaking smell it. Psychosis. Well, that is part of psychosis, but when I'm psychotic, like I was on Abilify and I gained 90 pounds, and I told my doctor I wanted off of it because I didn't want to gain any more weight, because I was like 300 pounds by then. I'm more now, and I was more than I am now. Highest I've been is 400, like 330 something now. And I was only 100 and 80 pounds before I got put on any medicine. That's something really freaking hard to deal with. Um, and so she put me on Geodon. Geodon didn't freaking work. She had me on 3 or 4 times the normal dosage that a person should be on. And I told her it wasn't working. She wouldn't listen to me. So I took myself off of it. Great idea, right? So I wasn't on any antipsychotic. I ended up in the hospital. I cut myself with a meat cleaver. I have scars on my arm. I had 10 stitches. And then when I got in the hospital, I got put on Psychosis. Well, Psychosis is not intended to be used like a daily antipsychotic. It's supposed to, like, you know how you'll take maybe Risperdal in the morning, Risperdal at night, and it stays in your system like the whole entire day. It's like a balanced, like, level. Well, Psychosis is for somebody for when they have like a psychotic episode. You put it on your tongue and let it melt, and then you're not psychotic anymore. Well, I was taking that every day, but it's just like getting a shot of Ativan when you're upset, or Valium or something. It only lasts for so long. It's not like a long dosage. It doesn't have like a level. And so I was basically going without an antipsychotic. And I started hearing voices in my head. They told me to chop my fucking head off. Told me to chop my fucking head off. And like there's like different kind of voices that you can hear. There's hallucination voices, and then there's voices. And that's something people have a hard time trying to understand. They don't know if they're bipolar or schizophrenic or schizoaffective. And I think that a lot of people diagnosed that are bipolar are actually schizoaffective, because once you get put on antipsychotics, it's kind of hard to know what your symptoms are when you're just starting to develop the symptoms of depression or psychosis or whatever. And like, I was diagnosed for bipolar for years, and then I got diagnosed with schizoaffective, so I didn't know that I was even schizoaffective until like I wasn't on any antipsychotic. So anyways, when I came off of when I was on Psychosis, I went psychotic, and I was hearing to chop my fucking head off. And those voices are like inside of your head, inside. And you hear it in your own voice. At least that's how it is for me. I don't know about anybody else. I'll hear, chop your fucking head off, chop your fucking head off, chop your fucking head off, do it, do it, do it. And then I'll argue with them and be like, no, I don't want to, no, I don't want to. And they'll be like, do it, do it, do it, do it. And then, like, they wouldn't shut the fuck up. And that's when I cut my arm with a meat cleaver. And I have scars. I got 10 stitches. You can't really see the scars anymore, not the ones that came from that. And then that was after the Geodon, actually. When I got put on Psychosis, I just completely fucking lost it. I was hearing voices again to hurt myself, and I was so depressed that I couldn't function. I was just sick of it all. I just wanted to end it. And for the first time in my life, I really wanted to die. every other time that I had ever said I wanted to die or tried to kill myself. Like, I've OD'd I don't know how many times, and I've almost actually killed myself. First time I ever did, I almost killed myself. I went to the ER, and it took like maybe 30 minutes to get to the hospital. And by the time I had walked in the doors, I had passed out. And next thing I know, I'm waking up with tubes and shit down my throat, hooked up to stuff. Very fucking scary for anybody, much less a 14-year-old. I OD'd a lot because I wanted to make my mom feel guilty. I did it for attention. I wanted her to suffer like I have suffered. It's not good. Don't do it. It's not worth it. And when I was psychotic, I was depressed, and I wanted to die for real. I took a butcher knife to my neck. Actually, it was this side. And I was fixing to go like this. I had it right up to my artery. And very sharp knife. It wasn't dull, it was sharp. And I prayed to God. I'm like, God, please save me. Please, please save me. And so, butcher knife goes out like this, goes down like this. Went away from my neck. Something pulled it out of my right away from my neck, but then I cut my arm, and that wasn't even intentional. And I got a scar from here to there. It's like 4 inches long, 3 inches deep. Had to get maybe like 10 stitches in it, and I got an ugly scar now. They had to do a special plastic surgery stitch on it called a box stitch, and I thought it was going to look hideouser than what it does now, but they kind of fold the skin up to where it looks like a hot dog bun, and then when you take the stitches out, it lays flat. So I was like really upset about that in the hospital, because I thought I was going to look hideous with this thing on my arm. It looks alright now, but still I don't like it. That's just a little bit about the psychosis part, and mainly this is the psychosis part of schizoaffective disorder. So I'll leave this one about talking about psychosis, because that's all I can fit into 14 minutes. Alright.